so this is what it feels like liking a movie that other people hated. It's been a while since I've had that feeling, and now I must prepare to die on a hill. Again. So Black Phone 2 is the sequel to the popular 2021 film, The Black Phone. Similar to his predecessor, this film is also directed by Scott Derrickson, and it stars Mason Thames, Madeline McGraw, and Ethan Hawke. Bad dreams haunt 15-year-old Gwen as she receives calls from the Black Phone and sees disturbing visions of 3 boys being stalked at a winter camp. Accompanied by her brother Finn, they head to the camp to solve the mystery, only to confront the grabber. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, when I walked out of this movie, I had a pretty fun time. I enjoyed myself way more than I thought I would. So I decided to go see what the internet thought of this movie, and apparently it is the complete opposite. I did not know that there are this amount of people who genuinely did not like this movie. And I'm just over here like, I like it. Hell, I love it. And now I must present my case. I thought the entire cast was great. The biggest standout easily is Madeline McGraw. She was not the main focus of the first film, but you couldn't deny her performance. And in this film, she is the main focus, and the energy she gave in that first film is quadrupled in this sequel. Her character is the heart and the soul of this movie. When it comes to bringing in the emotional moments, showing off the character's intelligence, and to play this child that doesn't know what's happening to her, and she is severely traumatized as the events play out, Madeline McGraw is a marvel as Gwen. And I know I say this a lot in my reviews, but in the case of The Black Phone 2, if Madeline McGraw's performance wasn't up to par, if her performance wasn't as tremendous and convincing, this movie would not have worked. And I'm glad she's given more to do in this film. And Mason Thames is back as Finney, and he is just as great. You see the trauma his character has faced and how he's essentially, I don't want to say coping, but trying to just move on with something like that. And you see how he's battling such high levels of anxiety and depression and trauma given the events that occurred to him in the first film, and how he's trying to be this stand-up uplifting brother while also not losing his shit. And I thought Ethan Hawke was great as well, you know, for the little bit that he was in. But we'll get into that, don't worry. But overall, the entire cast was great, but Madeline McGraw was the shining star. Now, this is where I think some people may not like The Black Phone 2. The first film was a kidnap/child serial killer story. In this film, it's rather more of a ghost murder mystery. But I liked it. It expanded more upon the lore of the grabber and how Finn, Gwen, and the rest of their family are connected to the grabber. And I'm glad the tone from the first film carried over to here. The first film had like this very dark, sinister, and morbid tone to it. And that same tone is still present in this sequel. And again, the lore exploration was cool. It explains how Madeline got her psychic abilities. It was touched upon in the first film, but never really dove deeper into. In this film, Gwen's psychic abilities are a huge pivotal part of the story. Like, it is a major plot point, especially with the fact that the grabber is now a ghost. Now, the grabber. I'm a little disappointed with how they handled him. I just realized something. The more I think about it, the grabber wasn't really in the movie as much. He doesn't really appear until near the end of the second act, then he kind of disappears and then comes back in the third act. So in this movie, the grabber essentially becomes Freddy Krueger, where he's haunting Gwen in her dreams and also, I guess, everyone else, even though they're awake. But yeah, that's what's happening. I think the film wanted to dive deeper into the lore and the mystery of the grabber and who he was. Cool, I am all for this. But you know what would be even cooler? If your main antagonist was actually in the film more. And you know what's even crazier about The Black Phone 2? This movie had no kills. You know, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but mini spoiler, I guess? But nobody dies in this movie. Like, none of the characters that we see present, like that are currently alive, none of them die. Sure, they may get severely injured, but no one really gets obliterated. But if you want to see a bunch of bodies drop and hit the floor, you're probably going to be disappointed. But in the end, guys, I still enjoyed The Black Phone 2. I keep calling it The Black Phone 2, but it's called Black Phone 2. I don't know why they took out the. It doesn't matter, but whatever. It's kind of weird to me. Do I think The Black Phone really needed a sequel? No. Am I complaining about it? Also no. Given how this movie ends, I don't think we need a chapter 3. It would not make sense in the slightest. Trust me. So, plugging Black Phone 2 into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pass zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Black Phone 2. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think it's crazy that the grabber is in Fortnite? The fact that he is in Fortnite before Dead by Daylight is kind of crazy. But whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.